Hey, what's up, everybody? Give it a few minutes for folks to gather up in the chat room here. In kind of a weird position here. Starting tonight's off outside, just because I don't know. That way we can move around a little bit and it's not all static. There we go. I can get the focus to come in there a little bit. You can see behind me right here. Right here. Getting ready to bale the hay in the field out back. I need to see if the neighbors want this. They actually built that for their kids years ago, they told me, and somehow it ended up in my yard. Need to see if they want that. If not, I need to take it down. Hello, Miss Marilyn. Looks like Miss Sunshine is here, and there's Roller Yak, the Ration Museum. What's up, dude? And I'm not, like, it's weird. Maybe I am kind of looking at you guys if I'm looking at the chat. Where's the camera at? Okay, it's pretty close, actually. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I always forget to do this at the beginning, so I'm going to do it at the beginning this time. Anybody who wants to hit that thumbs up or down, either way, go ahead and let Google know what you're thinking, up or down, either way. And yeah, so I've been thinking a lot lately about broke my train of thought. Anyways, I've been thinking a lot lately about just kind of the YouTube climate, where it's at. Been seeing some really weird stuff with the well, one of the big creators, I would say, just got completely banned off of YouTube. And I will weigh in, and I'll tell you guys kind of the way I feel about that and what I think about that. Just because YouTube is like a living thing. It's constantly changing, and I don't know how many of you guys were watching YouTube like 10 years ago, but YouTube was completely different, right? And let's say 10 years ago, a viral video 10 years ago would have been 50 or 100,000 views. Now a viral video, like, I don't even know if 1 million views constitutes a viral video anymore. So YouTube it didn't have the reach that it has now to so many people, and it has just constantly been changing as more people focus more on alternative ways of, getting their entertainment versus watching television, which is what, that's kind of what everybody's done for the past, 60, 70 years, right? Everybody's watched television. Television programming has been a staple in the American household. Whether you want to admit that or not, I don't know. I've met some people that have been completely against television and don't watch television, don't have a television, but those are very few and far between. I know I grew up on television. I grew up watching television like all the time. That was my babysitter. If I was home or if I was in the house, I was watching TV. But I didn't spend a whole lot of time in the house as a kid, or really as an adult, to be honest. But anyway, so we have this whole canceled culture that's going on, and I know most of you guys are probably aware of this. I'm not on Facebook or anything like that, and I stay away from really all social media except this right here. So I guess what I'm saying is, like, where YouTube is constantly changing. 5-10 years ago, people were doing completely different things in videos. That's pretty obvious. If you go back and watch videos that are 5 and 10 years old, typically they don't age very well. People were trying to do different types of comedy, more of like a shock comedy, or they would say shocking things, or try to be, say the weirdest or most offensive thing they could, and that was okay. That's what people like. That, I mean, it didn't usually typically reach a whole bunch of folks, and even the popular creators on YouTube didn't care because they were drawing in viewers. They didn't care what they were doing. Now it's became so PC that they're trying to censor everything that everybody's saying. I know I don't have the popular opinion here, but I'm just trying to look at it from a realistic perspective. And a lot of these people that I've been seeing that have been having troubles lately, they just canceled one kid that, I mean, he got started out as a young kid on YouTube, and he was making a fortune on YouTube when he was really young, and he was basically in a commentary community where he was commenting on other videos and other people on YouTube, and some of the things that he would say 4 or 5 years ago would be very offensive now, or in how it's changed. The culture has changed. I mean, not that they weren't offensive then. It's just it was acceptable then, and YouTube accepted it then. Like they didn't have not one problem with it 4 or 5 years ago. I don't see how YouTube can go back and cancel someone's channel or terminate someone's channel over something that they were fine with 4 or 5 years ago. They shouldn't be able to terminate someone's channel over that. I totally disagree with that. I don't fall into this type of into the range of things that would be offensive. But the point, that's kind of not the point. The point is, if they can do it to them, they can do it to anybody. And as far as censoring goes, like, it's YouTube. They own this platform. So we have to kind of do what they will allow or what they deem acceptable. So, the problem with that is they haven't defined that very well. They haven't made the rules and regulations very, I mean, honestly, they're not even very legible, because the way they have these rules and regulations written out, if you've ever looked into it, it's very vague. Very vague, and they do that on purpose so that they can get away with doing things like they're doing right now and terminating people's channels over things that they've just made up in their mind that were not acceptable. But the problem with that is there's probably still, if I was to guess, hundreds, if not more, hundreds of thousands of videos that were exactly like the ones that these people got their channels terminated for. So you can't let it be okay on one channel and terminate another channel for the exact same thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's not cool that they can do that, and that they can go back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and say, well, what you said 8, 9, 10 years ago in this video, that you made 8, 9, 10 years ago, that's too offensive now, and we're going to terminate your channel. You're going to lose all the work that you've done on your channel, building your channel with millions of subscribers, some of these people, because of something that we thought that we were fine with 8, 9, 10 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago. So I know it's kind of rambling to you guys, maybe. I don't know how many of you guys keep up with this stuff or even know anything about it. So, but YouTube is basically in the position to where they can terminate someone's channel at any time. They don't even really have to give you a legitimate reason. And I've been seeing that on occasion. I'm not going to say YouTube's horrible about it, but just the way they go about it is, I don't know, it's just not cool. It's not cool in my opinion. That the problem is, like with me, the way I see it is, if they, like I said, if they can do that to them, they can do it to anybody at any time. There has to be some guidelines there that they have to follow too. They got all these guidelines that they want their creators to follow. Well, what about the guidelines that YouTube needs to follow? And that falls into the range of where this turns into something that has to be basically governed And that's what we've been trying to avoid this entire. That's why YouTube. We never wanted that to be that. We wanted it to be this free place where creators could come within reason, you know, without there being some crazy, which there are pedophiles running around like on YouTube, and I've seen that be a problem. But I think they do a pretty good job at tracking that type of stuff down and shutting it down fairly quickly. You know, there's the stuff that is obviously offensive and like not offensive. Offensive. It doesn't matter if it's offensive, but if it's against the law, if it's like grotesque in a way of someone's getting hurt, if it's against like human, what we would call human rights, or what's okay for a human. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like I said, there's been these things that have, and it's still going on YouTube. I've seen some pretty crazy stuff I didn't even know about until, I mean, I kind of knew about it, but I didn't really understand how it worked. And then just recently, I figured out how this stuff was working, and like how kids were getting involved, and just it blows my mind. Honestly, I never thought that kids would do the type of stuff that they were doing, and adults were just there to prey on them. Disgusting humans. No respect. No, I don't even want to talk about it, to be quite honest. They don't deserve me wasting my breath on them. But yeah, that stuff's happening, and that's where I feel like they should have all their focus on things like that, not whether a video was offensive or not. So anyway, I've babbled enough. Let enough people get in here. We're going to try. I'm going to take this in underneath some light. Dan is here, and it's morning time in Australia, so yeah, that's cool. Chicken fajita. Now this is an MRE that I've never had. Never had the chicken fajita. I've had chicken fajitas before, but I've never had the chicken fajita MRE. The lighting is fading quicker and quicker, but yeah, this is a menu number 16 from 2008. Now, I think these are in pretty good shape. I don't know, I think I got about a whole case of 2008s at one time, and I think I've maybe eaten a couple of them, but I haven't even seen these in 2 years. I just dug these out today. I kind of went on a deep dive, and I specifically with digging these 2008s out. I pulled this one and I pulled another one. I can't remember which one. But I also have another pre-2008 something in there. I can't remember what it is. We'll check it out, because I dug out just some random stuff and some other stuff that I want to try tonight on the live stream. But chicken fajita, I mean, that honestly to me makes sense as something that they would try to make into an MRE. Like the chicken fajita mix, like the fajita mix, seems pretty plausible to put into a retort pouch. Tortillas, easy enough. You know, they had tortillas long before 2008. So I think this could be really good. Let's go find out. Take you guys inside. Let's open this thing up. I'm not exactly sure what the contents are on this, other than than obviously the fajita mix. And let me see if I can show you guys this. I doubt it, but here, let me flip the camera around real quick. Nope. Flip the camera. There we go. Can you guys see that? I'm going to zoom the camera a little bit. You can see it now. Let me zoom it out just a little bit. There we go. That is a wasp nest that I need to deal with, but I don't exactly know how I'm going to deal with it. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to deal with the, because it's like right by my door, and I'm afraid if I go spraying them that they're going to end up trying to come in my house. So, alright, here we go. Hit it with soapy water. Really? Like Dawn? There's my Ty Cobb autograph up there. I think Fireman Food sent me that. Okay, gotta say Dawn. Alright. I guess I can mix some up and see if I can pull that off. Okay, so I have this. Got some other stuff, just stuff that I dug out today. Menu 15, beef enchilada. Beef enchilada. Okay. Oh, hang on, just 1 second. Go. Alright, be right back, guys. Alright. Sorry about that. I am back. Had to go get the vape pen, whatever you want to call it, the battery, whatever, and grab my microphone. Aussie Mandias? I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Hello, Aussie. I'm going to call you Aussie. Oh, boy. Today's menu, yeah, chicken fajita. It's an interesting one. And it's from the first year. Okay, I don't know. Shocker, did you send me this? I can't figure out who sent me this. It was wrapped in this. But I can't remember. I can't figure out who sent this to me. It was wrapped up like this. I've had this for a while. I would say a year and a half, 2 years maybe. I think it's fine. Well, actually, I'll probably try it anyway. It definitely wasn't Nathan. Definitely not Nathan. I think it was Shocker, actually. I think Shocker bought like seems like he bought like a few cans of this. 3 days must kids kill me, Alita. We have a wasp a lot. Well, we have wasp a lot in my area. Used hot shot by raid. Works best to kill. Oh, you know what? I'll bet I'm zoomed in on my camera. Nope. There we go. I think that's it. Okay, I also dug out this old mountain house. Let's see here. I think this. See, they just recently changed the shelf life and the Best By dates to 30 years, and I think these are 10-year Best By dates. I think this Best By date was 2014. I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe if I inspect it a little bit more, I can figure out what the production date was on it. I don't know, but I know this is old packaging, and I thought if chicken fajita doesn't work out, that chicken teriyaki with rice would be good, or I might go for that. And I totally forgot about this. So we actually did this on the live stream, and I put it up and forgot about it. Oh, those are no good. Those are no good. That's still good. So most of this should be good to go. Is there a main in here? That's a good question. Yeah, it looks like there's a main down there in the bottom. Okay, so there is. There's a main in the bottom. It's muty, but better than nothing. So, yeah. Can pick away at that. Also, there's some good stuff in here, actually. Oh, I think I've got 2 more of those menu 3s somewhere. Okay, now this. Let me take a look at this letter here real quick. Somebody sent me this a long time ago. Before I was like, well, that was cool. Just a very abrupt stop there. Does anybody recognize this? I'm looking at the note that came with it, but the note that came with it does not have who it came from. And I'll show you the note. Maybe that'll help. So, can't remember who sent it. But, here's a meal that we could have on a live stream. This is a homemade. I like this. I think this is a great idea. $5 is what the note says. Around about $5 to put this meal together, and it's actually a pretty substantial meal, I think. Is there a calorie count here? Let's see. I'm curious to how many calories is in here. I'll bet you there's a good little bit. And it's like, is it tuna or chicken in this pouch? Let's see here. Yeah, that's tuna. Yeah, Tuna Creations mold Thai style. See, Sunkist I've been seeing more chicken like that in pouches. No, I always behave. What are you talking about? Can't remember the last time I misbehaved. Okay, let's get started on the chicken fajita. I probably should have dove into that a little quicker than what I have here. You guys are probably getting annoyed with me. But, like I said, I've got this this beef enchilada here as a backup. It's all I know is it's prior to 2008. It's 2007 or older. It does not have a date code on it anywhere that I can see. I actually remember I got this in a lot of MREs that I bought on eBay. It was just a random one. So I don't have any clue about the beef enchilada. I've never had that one either. All right, let's get into this thing. Who made this? This is EMERCOM. Okay, 2008 EMERCOM. Date code is right here. 8288. All right, 3 8s. I like that. It's impossible to have 4 8s, so 3 8s is really good. And then there's also some. Holy crap! I aim to misbehave. Jesus, Dan. Thanks for the super chat there, buddy. Good Lord. Wow. Yeah, sidetracked me there a little bit. 888s, by the way. Yeah, that's lucky. I don't know. I'm a numbers guy. Call me weird. Call me whatever. I've always like saved currency with strange serial numbers. I think my grandma got me started doing that. They used to have this contest on the radio. Don't ask me how I remember this because it just came into my mind just now. But they used to have this contest on the radio. And if you saved dollar bills that had the serial number with 680, had to have 680 in that order, somewhere in the serial number. And if you called in to this radio station and you had this 680 bill, you won something or something. I just remember my grandma always had me looking for them and saving them. And I still have some, as a matter of fact, with 680 in them from her put up somewhere. And, I mean, she passed away 13 years ago, so almost 13 years ago. It'd be 13 years. 13 years this December. So, yeah, I'm a numbers guy. I pay attention to numbers. Oh, I missed another super chat there. I did. Nope, I did not. Or did I? Yes, I did. I'm into pain. What's up, dude? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thank you for the super chat there, man. Wow. Appreciate that, dude. Tomorrow? No, today. Today's Sunday. I'm a month today. 4 weeks of not smoking. I know Shocker quit. I'm pretty surprised at the difference in the way I feel and just, my overall everything. But yeah, thank you guys. Dan and I'm into pain or cyanide cookies for the super chat there. Oh, okay. I wonder what year. I don't know this information. And if anybody in the chat happens to know, what year did EMERCOM start putting in the secondary bag? I think this is a good thing. I think this will extend the life of a ration. And EMERCOM is the only ones that do it. But I don't know what year they started doing it. I think the oldest one I've had that I can remember from EMERCOM was like 2006 or 2005. That I remember it having this internal secondary bag. Yeah, G. Schultz, I would love to figure that out. And I do honestly think that this extra layer, it helps keep that much more weather, that much more heat, that much more cold, whatever it may be. I think it helps just that much more to keep things out. And this is air sealed, this is airtight. So it's just another like hermetically sealed layer that you can't beat. All right, come here, kitty. Come here. Come here. You can say hello. Here. This is my baby. She is, here, come here. Hey, right here. Right here. I do get the I agrees in the chat. I do think, thanks for shaking that. Well, you're not shedding. Here. She is starved for attention all the time. She's my baby though. She is. She loves me. I worry about her because she got exposed to that, to little, and she had the feline leukemia, which is contagious and yeah, so she was exposed to it, and I'm just hoping that she doesn't get it. She's really chubby. She carries a lot of weight down here in her lower belly. All right, come here. Got to get down. You're in my way. Thank you. Thank you. All right, go on. All right, let's see what's in this thing. Sorry, guys. Was Mickey Joe in here? Did I just see it? I seen a Mickey. Mickey. I'm looking for Mickey Joe. Is Mickey Joe in here? I don't see Mickey Joe. I ain't talked to Mickey Joe in a while, actually. Me and him used to talk all the time. Yep. You just ripped my stuff. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yep. Now you got a hold of my microphone. All right. You can stay up here for a minute, and then you got to go. I don't like you being on the table anyway. I'd never let you up here any other time. Right here. Look. You want to look at something right here. There you go. Lay down on the bag. It's nice and cool for you. There you go. There you go. Alright. Let's get this thing ripped open. Okay, something smells weird in the bag, and it's kind of a little bit discolored right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's kind of it's got like a brownish tint to it right there. Nope. All right. Go on. Playing with the dog toys and go on. Alright. Yeah, something smells spicy, I would say. Uh-oh, did I miss another super chat? I did. Let me change the chat here. Live chat. Nope, super chat. Oh, Miss Sunshine. We aim to misbehave. Family time. Well, thank you for the super chat, Miss Sunshine. Man, you guys are too generous. Live chat's what I gotta be on. Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Something definitely, I don't know. It smells kind of spicy. So we have the chicken fajita filling. That's what they're actually calling it. Let's get the camera down here. See, look what she done. She just did that. All right. Next up, we have, Mexican-style rice. That's a rarity. That's one you never see. So we got 2/6/2, 262nd day of 2008. 2, 3, 4. See, that's another note. Like, see, 2, 3, 4, sequential. That also is something I would look for. Okay, here we have some pulverized, and I do mean pulverized, baked snack crackers. For some reason, they didn't have the boxes on both sides like this. I wish they would have. They had the boxes stacked together like that. And I like the old EMERCOM symbol on there too. What do we got going on? Sodium, what? 25% of your daily value. 580 milligrams of sodium in that rice. Jeez. 700 milligrams. There's a lot more here. I mean, not a lot actually. 3 ounces more, but 24% in that and 29% in that. You're going to get your daily value out of one meal. So I'm going to swell up like a balloon after I eat this. Baked snack crackers, 460 milligrams, and that's 19% of my daily value right there. There we go. Here we have the accessory packet. Ooh, look at that. Nice. Got a spice cider. Ooh, the tortillas. Tortillas. Oh, this is not going to be any good. Cheese spread. It doesn't feel bad. Feels a little bloated, to be quite honest, which is never a good sign. But I've eaten cheese spread way worse than that. I promise you guys that. Won't kill you. Just doesn't taste good. What do we got here? 300 milligrams of sodium, which is 13% of your daily value. Okay, I think we've hit 100% there now. We have an Irish cream cappuccino. What does this have? Dairy in it. Sugar, corn, blah, blah, blah. Instant coffee, sodium. I don't see anything. You got lactolate, which, let's see, contains milk and soy, but contains milk. Wonder how much milk is in here. I've had troubles with these older drinks like this. Now the dairy shake from this year, 2007 and 2008, you got to kind of do some inspection of, because it could have now they've narrowed it down to the batch numbers. You can actually look it up and find out if it has the salmonella in it or not. So there's the MRE spoon. We have the flameless ration heater, which I always just save these because I'm doing this at my table right now. Not doing a. We got the hot beverage bag, which is. I've had these literally split open on the sides on me and just drenched me with coffee before. That was fun. Put that out of the way. Something else fell on the floor here. And this is the culprit of what I was smelling in the bag, and also what stained the bag. So this has a slight leak in it. But it's a seasoning blend, salt-free. Oh yeah, they salt-free, obviously. They need to put salt on the crackers as well. I'm going to complain about that some more to them and have them fix. They need to fix the crackers and take a little bit of the salt out of something else. Chicken fajita. Oh, the retort feels perfect. Feels really good. See the Mexican style rice. This stuff's not the greatest. I've had it before. Oh, that's a cool retort. I did not expect that. Wow. Look at that. Huh. I think this is from the rack that they actually cook this rice inside the retort pouch. And I think this is from the rack that it's sitting on. Because look, they both have it. See? And it'd be sitting like that on the rack. And I guess it just cooks and imprints that into the packaging. I've wondered about that. I don't know. I'd like to see how they cook a big batch of these all at once. If it's just sitting on a rack. Agree about the salt on the cracker. I think everybody agrees about the salt on the crackers. I mean, look. The thing is they had them right once. They had them right back in the day. 1980 to 85, the crackers were perfect. Why did they change them? I really don't get it. I don't understand why they ever took the salt off. Like, they try to load you down with salt with these meals anyway. Like that, you know, they're trying to replenish all of what you've sweat out during the day. So just leave the salt alone on the crackers. You know what I mean? It's like, jeez. Okay, I'm going to heat the tortillas up as well, and I'll be right back. Cat, go. 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 Okay, so I am home alone tonight. I don't know if I mentioned that. I could be, just be a little bit more free, speak a little more freely, be a little louder, or whatever the case may be. And I've got to remember, this microphone, I've got to keep it pointed away from me because it picks up the slightest little sound. It'll pick up my breathing. And I had a really bad problem with that. I ruined a ration because I was mouth breathing into the freaking microphone, and I can't fix it. I spent many hours trying to fix it, edit out my breathing, and I can't do it and make it passable. So let's see what's in this accessory packet really quick. It's nice and vacuum sealed. I like that. I don't guess we're going to get coffee in here though. Cat, go. Go on. Okay, so more salt, iodized salt, 4 grams of that. That's a good little bit of your daily value right there too. Oh, that doesn't look good. Some smashed gum. Bad sign. We got our moist towelette. We got a really shiny packet of matches. Strike on back. D.D. Bean & Sons. Nice. These are like a brown with a pink tip. I would call those pink. Yeah, like a dark pink. We have your U.S. issued butt ration, or toilet paper, or napkins, or whatever you want to use them for. And last but not least, we have our spiced cider. Instant apple flavored drink mix. Oh, yeah. This stuff right here is friggin' awesome. So, just so y'all know, good stuff. Good stuff right here. So we have 2 hot drinks. Actually, yeah, this one's got to be hot. I don't know. All right, kitty, go. 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 Okay. Get a glass here. Start with the cider. Just say 8 ounces. Nope, 6 ounces. We're going to put 8 to it, I think. Well, it doesn't smell good. It kind of reminds me of, like, if you've ever mixed up cinnamon and sugar and made cinnamon toast. It kind of smells like the cinnamon and sugar mix a little bit. I mean, which doesn't smell bad. Just this is a little bit more obviously appley. Oh, I just inhaled some of the dust. Kind of want to try a little bit of that, just on its own. Ooh, wow. That tastes very strong of apple, but really good actually. Yeah. Go ahead and get this Irish cream cappuccino opened up as well. Now this one, I'm going to start it with some hot water and get it mixed up with hot water, and then I'm going to add cool water to it to cool it down. But I think if it's going to curdle, it's going to curdle no matter what. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That should be about right, I think, hopefully. Alright, now the Irish cream cappuccino. Just a little bit of water in here. That's almost what it calls for right there. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty close. God, that water's so hot. Alright, I'm going to add some water to that. Cool it down considerably. There we go. Should have put that apple cider in the Bob Ross mug. Where is it? I don't even know where it's at. Huh. There it is. Actually, just use the foreignmre.com mug back here to put the cappuccino in. Something at the bottom of it. Off the water bottle that I had sitting in it. Okay, as soon as I dump this out, I'm going after the mains. I think they've probably been in there long enough. Hopefully this hasn't curdled. No, it looks good. Oh no. Dude. I think there's still a bunch of powder in the bottom. Or maybe it's foam. Let's see. Yep, it was foam. Good deal. Good deal. Guess that can take up a spot because well, for now, anyway. Real quick, let's see what these baked snack crackers look like, and then I'll go get the... These are just regular, right? Not spicy. Yep, just cheddar flavor. Oh, yeah. Those are demolished. I gotta try one. They still taste good. Tastes just like a Cheez-It, very cheesy. Crunchy. Pretty yummy. Alright, pretty excited about this one. I hope it's good. I don't know if it's going to be, but I hope it is. Alright, I'm going to move that. Tortillas are wet. We got the rice. Ow, that's hot. And the chicken. Fajita mix. Okay. Bluefield, West Virginia, beautiful mountains and valleys. With the maple, I would just put it on the maple muffin top myself. That's me though. That's a personal preference. You can do whatever you want. Hey, Gusto, can't stay long tonight. Work drama. Been on the phone all evening. Wanted to stop in and say, hey, hope you all have a great night. Well, thanks for stopping in, Gusto. We appreciate you stopping in, man. And thanks for that super chat, dude. Hope, oh, no. No. Work drama ain't too bad. Shit. Alright, I got saved most of it. I need napkins quickly here. That could have been a lot worse. Wasn't too bad. But yeah, dude, thanks for the super chat there, my Gusto, RC Gusto. Gusto's got a ration review channel, guys. I don't know. I'm sure everybody in the chat doesn't know about his channel, so go check out RC Gusto's channel. Ow. He's done a bunch of vintage reviews. Ugh. Oh, look, there came History Savior. Come on. Thank you for that super chat, History Savior. Ugh. Hang on, I'll go back and read it in a second. Alright, don't tell me that the chicken fajita mix has rice in it. Got that all over my fingers. Alright, History Savior. Sorry I'm late, preparing for a possible hurricane. Whoa. Hurricanes or hurricane. Hurricane or hurricanes. Hello, Ration family and Smokey. Much love as always. Well, thank you for stopping by, History Savior. Man, I hope you don't have a freaking hurricane to deal with, man. And History Savior's another dude with a channel. His name kind of says it all. He's trying to do what we're doing here, and woo, he goes a little bit deeper than I do. A lot deeper, maybe. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to be able to... Man, that retort pouch should not have came apart like that. By the way. I have noticed, though, the ones that are, like, loose on one side, they do this more often. I don't know if G. Schultz is still in the chat. But, oh, man. See, this one did it, too. Not as bad as the main, but they both did it. Now I'll tell you guys what this is really reminding me of is a burrito bowl. It looks and smells a lot like chicken burrito bowl. Is this really it? This is kind of a... There's no dessert? Did I miss something? Come on, really? Huh. You know what? I gotta look this menu up real quick. Oh, and I think I left my phone sitting outside. Yep, I did. Well, did I? Huh. I will be right back, guys. I think I left my phone sitting outside. It may rain within the time that we're doing this. I left it sitting out there on the banister. So, it's a good thing I went out and got it. Let's see. I gotta check this and see, because it seems like there's got to be something missing. You guys seen me open it up. I mean, all right. Now menu 16, chicken fajita. Yep, look there. See, man, that would have been awesome. It's missing the chocolate pudding. Son of a... Did I drop it or something? I don't think it was in there. Man. Let's see. I'm going to read down through. Chicken fajita. We got tortillas, chocolate pudding, baked snack crackers, cheese spread, Irish coffee, Irish cream coffee, seasoning blend, accessory packet C, spoon, flameless ration heater, hot beverage bag. Accessory packet C has the apple cider. What the heck? It would have been the dry pudding mix too, which is like, you know, that's the good one. You get to mix it up yourself, and it, I don't know, it always turns out really good. Unless it would have had the retort pouch. I swear there's no way I missed it. I know that bag was empty. Double check in the bag. You guys didn't see me miss something, did you? You say the rice wasn't listed? Hold on. You're right. You are right. Right here it is. Chicken fajita, tortillas, chocolate pudding, baked snack crackers, cheese spread, coffee, Irish cream, seasoning blend, accessory packet C, spoon. You are correct. So, they literally substituted freaking rice for chocolate pudding. Are you kidding me? Well, yeah. I mean, I'm ticked. If I'd have been a soldier out in the field, like, dessert's what you live for, man. Like, that's the highlight of your freaking day. And I'm not bullcrapping you at all. Like, that's what you look forward to. If you know that you have to eat MREs, the one thing that you look forward to after you scoff down all this food that you really you need to eat, you have to eat, whatever, you're looking forward to the dessert, man. And no dessert. Rice is not dessert. All right, hang on. I got something I can go grab. You got to stay down. You got stuff all messed up, kitty. All right. I have this caffeinated chocolate pudding. And it's been in my refrigerator for, I don't know, probably a year. If I was to guess. It's from 2015, it looks like. I don't think they put pudding in retorts in 2005, although it could be. This is the caffeinated version, though. And I think this came out of a MRE, maybe? Maybe that's why it's caffeinated. Or maybe this came out of an MRE. I cannot remember. I've only had this one time. And, of course, it was room temperature when I had it. This is actually cold. I just took it out of the fridge. So, I don't know. At least I had a chocolate pudding as backup. Let's check out the chicken fajita. Hopefully it's edible. No, this is a 2008. They dropped pudding for rice in 2009. So yeah, no, this is a 2008. And these tortillas look weird. They almost look like the Chipotle tortillas. Look how dark they are. They smell good though. Oh man, that one cracked. This one doesn't look like it's going to crack too bad. We're going to use it first. Actually, I better try the chicken fajita first before I go getting too brave. Chicken's looking pretty weird. Especially that piece. Get, kitty! God. It's all like chunked and formed. This is not natural chicken. They could have used shredded chicken in this. And instead, they used chunked and formed. Like, this is chicken that has been cut up very finely and pressed into these cubes. Let's see what it tastes like. Down the hatch. Well, it's definitely not, it's not in its prime anymore. It's still got a firmness to it. The texture, honestly, is not as bad as I expected it to be. It does have a... When you start chewing it up, it does have a lot more of the chicken texture than I expected. So it does kind of shred. Kind of has that fibrous texture. Sebastian, you got to go out, buddy. And I forgot to feed the dogs before I did this. Yeah, that was awesome. It definitely tastes like the retort pouch. It has lost probably 50% of its flavor, if I was to guess. It's quite bland. I feel like this was probably a very flavorful main 12 years ago. It's 12 years old? 12 years old? Yeah, 12 years old. Basically, and the gravy stuff in here. Let's get a little bit of that. Let's try some more of the gravy there. Kind of reminds me of like a... I mean, it has a little bit of that Chipotle flavor. Kind of that southwestern style flavoring. Lightly sweet. Light, real light spice. And it has, I mean, I can taste like cumin in there. It tastes like there's some garlic in there. A little bit of onion in there. It's just the aftertaste is weird. It's hard to really pick up good flavors out of this because I'm getting such a hardcore packaging aftertaste. The vegetables are non-existent. They turn to literal mush. Look at that. That pepper turned into a paste. See that? I mean, I guess that's what sitting in a pouch for 12 years will do to you. Let's try the rice. It's pretty interesting looking rice. It's I don't remember. The last time I had this, it was from 1999, I think. And it was not dark like this, if I remember right. And it had corn and stuff in it. I don't see any corn in this. That looks like a freaking black olive. Is that what that is? What is that? Is that a black bean? Maybe it's got, yeah. Maybe, is that a, almost looks like a black olive. It really has that shape of an olive. I can't tell what that is. I guess it's a black bean? I'm not really sure. Alright, I guess I'll just, down the hatch. Oh no. Alright, well, that wasn't good when it was fresh. I can tell you that. That tastes like a freaking olive. Is that what that is? It is. Really? Look. That is a black olive. I'm just gonna... Yep. I mean, it's got that texture. A little bit of that flavor. I mean, the rice, it's not good. It's got a weird texture. It's definitely, it's been executed by the retort pouch. It's just about dead. Yeah. All right. Let's see if the tortilla can save any of this. Just get a good bit of chicken up in this bite. Yeah, the least amount of that gravy, the better. It's really not tasty. Yeah, the chicken burrito bowl is 100 times better than this. Well, maybe not. It's 10 times better than this. I'll try just the chicken on its own. I tell you what, this tastes a lot better after I've eaten some of this, because this is just so bad that you follow it up with anything and it's better. Yeah, Mickey, that's exactly what I was getting ready to do, buddy, because it could definitely use the texture of that crunch. The chicken's not bad, actually. It's got a good texture to it. Even though it's chopped and formed, it's not horrible. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. That's a heck of an improvement. Much better. Yeah. The Cheez-Its improved it considerably. They did add a little bit of the cheese flavor. But they also have this like smoky burnt flavor that really goes well with this kind of sweetened chicken. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I could eat this if it's kind of all I had. This is a meal that I would trade off in a heartbeat. I mean, yeah. I like the au gratin potatoes too. They are insanely cheesy though. Like, the only way I can eat the au gratin potatoes is if they're scalding hot. Eating those things cold is tough, really tough. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. You guys know I ain't looking forward to this in the slightest. Oh yeah. Again, I have the separation of the. Okay, that's that. If, in case you didn't know, that's not what cheese spread's supposed to look like. It's not supposed to separate like that and be curdled, which is what that is. You look at that. That has began to. It's started to curdle. Let me smell it. Oh yeah, yep. That smells. Honestly, this smells like 30-year-old cheese. It smells like cheese that I got out of a brown bag. A really old brown bag. I'm gonna eat this just to say I did it. I mean, you know, honestly, it's not that bad. It's still very cheesy. I feel like I need a better gauge on it than that. Yeah. I mean, even after kneading it, it still didn't come together, really. And it does have this old foot fungus type smell. Like Steve, one time, he described it as sebaceous. And it does have that look. Maybe even a little bit of that weird, like, disgusting smell. But it's mainly, like, got that body odor, like, funk to it that's like a... I don't know, like dirty underarms or something, like, you know, stinky underarms, like the end of a hard work day, and you didn't, you know, put deodorant on that morning or something. That's kind of the smell that comes off of this. Is yeah. I mean, it's cheesy when I'm tasting it, but the smell is really hard to overcome because it just kind of comes back up through your nasal passage, through the back of your throat, and it ruins it. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. I'm not going to eat any more of that. All right, what I am going to eat though, I'm going to fix up some chicken. Pick it out from some of this gravy. Help it be not as sloppy as well. Kind of concentrating a little bit here. Alright. Nope. Need the spoon. A little bit of this. Dig it out of the middle here. Oh, history savior. What do you say, everybody? Got to finish preparing for this hurricane before it hits in the morning. Be safe. Oh, and good luck with that horrible, questionable heat, buddy. No doubt, dude. I've been debating on just giving up on this one and getting something else out. Because it's really actually, it's pretty bad. It's tough to eat. This is probably not going to be too bad though. I mean, the main's okay, and thank you for that super chat, by the way, History Savior. And we hope that you don't get hit by the stinking that hurricane, man. I hope it just doesn't even hit. Well, Dub C came in there. Hey, Oldsmokey, hope you're doing well. That cheese looked rough. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough, man. You probably have had some, maybe, that's like that. I don't know. But it's definitely on the more disgusting side of some of the food that we eat here. These older rations. The cheese spread is usually, I mean, it's all stuck in my teeth right now. With that tortilla. All right. I got most of it out of there. Okay. So, Cheez-Its or baked snack crackers. Let's put a whole, one unbroken cracker. And some of the chicken fajita mix underneath there. This is supposed to look more like a stir fry. Have like bigger chunks of vegetables in there. And I can see, I don't know if you guys can, let me see if I can pick this up and show you guys. Where this has been exposed to air. See how that's turned brown? See how this side's white? Brown. White. That's just where that was getting exposed to oxygen and it turned brown, okay? So this is that weird, like, shelf-stable meat mixture that's just, when it gets hit by oxygen, it starts changing into something else. So you kind of got to eat it fast. All right, this is just a bite of everything. I got the what is that, Southwestern? I don't even know what type of rice that was. I wasn't expecting rice in this. Anyways, get the rice, got the chicken fajita mix, and some baked snack crackers up in here. Let's see what this this total bite's like. It's messy. All over my fingers. It's not just all over my fingers, it's all over my mustache, my beard. Yeah, need this. And I'll tell you, the saving grace here, and there's no debating it, is this. Those make all this tolerable. It kind of just made everything taste cheesy. Yeah. Taste that just a little bit. The rice does not help it, not one bit. The rice sucks just as bad mixed with it. I would get rid of that. Just reading the chat there about food shortages. I think they're going to start getting rid of food soon. That's what I think. I think they tried to over prepare for something that's not going to be as bad as they anticipated, but I could be wrong about that too. I'm going to go in for another bite, I guess. Even though it's like, it's falling apart really bad. Oh man, come on. Jeez. Alright, I'm about to give up. I've ruined my backboard. This has been a bad week for the board. Holy crap. I'm a mess. I'm sure you guys can see that right there. Yep, that's going to drive me nuts. Yeah, I'm done with this. Under 2,000 an acre. I mean, I don't even know if is that even in the realm of possibility anymore. I know 10, 15 years ago that was about the cheapest you could find it, but I'm not even going to go for this, guys. Yeah, I will. Why not? Looks like some like Mrs. Dash type stuff. And that's what it smells like too. I think this crap right here would be a real quick way to ruin a meal. I think it's got a lot of pesto type of odor coming off of it. Let's see what it tastes like. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of got that real earthy, almost like piney flavor. That could be thyme or oregano. Hang on. I should have read this earlier. Onion. Focus. Onion, garlic, spices. Could be anything. Carrots, orange peel, parsley, tomato, red bell pepper, citric acid, soybean oil, natural flavors, maltodextrin, and lemon. Juice solids. Okay, the question is, what are the spices? Because that's where I'm getting that piney, like, flavor. I don't know. If I was to give this one a rating, I would give it like a 5 out of 10 probably. If I was super hungry, I could definitely make this work. Where it was a little older, it made it harder to eat because the tortillas, obviously this one would have been pointless to even try. Just ripped in two there. The tortillas even, I think, had seen better days because they were quite dark. One thing that I haven't tried that I'm looking forward to here is this apple cider. Let's see. Let's see how it is. Oh, that's like heaven. That's just super tasty. It's sweet, it's tangy, it's fruity. It's got that nice apple flavor. Ugh. It's hot. Oh man, that would be great on a really cold winter night. That'd be awesome. Well, I haven't tried this yet either. It's the Irish cream. Let's see if the milk has spoiled in it. Giving it a smell. It smells okay right now. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, not a thing in the world wrong with that. Nice and creamy, and yeah, it's got a nice flavor to it. It's got that Irish cream flavor, kind of a little bit spicy. Yeah, that's actually really good. I mean, it definitely tastes like a cappuccino, which is nice. You know, it tastes like it's supposed to, like it's described as. So here this is. As you can see, it is still cold. This is caffeinated chocolate pudding, and I can't just eat a great big old spoonful of pudding. It will gag me. And ooh, that ain't good, right? That just doesn't even look right. Huh. Of course that's not going to rip off there. Ugh. I thought I'd kneaded this up pretty well. Maybe not. Oh boy. All right. This is it's a pretty weird looking pudding. It's like almost like a solid. I don't know if it's from where it's cold. I don't remember it being like this last time I had it. I don't know, man. It's not very pudding-like. All right, here we go. Down the hatch. Okay. You know, I'm not mad at that. It's just the consistency is quite strange. It's not okay. It has that pudding flavor. It's just the texture's all off. Yeah, it's way too thick, in my opinion. It's like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. I don't know. Last time I had it, it wasn't like this, though. I don't know. It's like twice as thick as what it seems like it should be. yeah, I couldn't do a whole lot of that. That's I was kind of wondering if it was going to change down in there, but it's not looking like it. I mean, it is caffeinated as well. How much caffeine's in here, does it say? 180 milligrams. So that's like a cup and a half of coffee, right? I think there's 100 milligrams of or 100 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee. So that's dang near like 2 cups of coffee in that whole pack. That's a good bit. That's a lot of pudding on that. I can't eat that whole spoonful. Huh. I can like lick it off my finger. I know if that seems weird, but it's the only way I can eat it. I can't just stick that spoonful in my mouth and swallow that. Very thin layers at a time is the only way I can eat pudding. I mean, that I don't taste like the caffeine in that at all. Sometimes you can like pick up the weird caffeinated flavor in something that's not supposed to be caffeinated, like pudding. The chocolate flavor itself is pretty good. I mean, it definitely reminds me of like a handy snack chocolate pudding. It's not too sweet. It is sweet, but it ain't too sweet. I would say it's I mean, it's definitely pushing that limit for me of it being overly sweet. But as far as that goes, I think it's all right. I think that's not bad. I think if it would have had the regular pudding in it like it was supposed to, it would have been great. I tell you what, that chocolate pudding makes this taste weak though. So chocolate pudding it got quite a strong flavor. It's heavy on the palate. If that makes any sense. Kind of blows out your palate. Makes it just very overpowering taste wise. Made that taste like water. Ugh. Yeah, the pudding is I don't know. It's not something I'm used to, that's for sure. It's got weird chunks through it. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see it. It's got they're different colors. I don't know if that's the caffeine in it or if that's something mixed in the chocolate. It's like a solid that's out throughout that though. Huh. All right. I was able to finish that spoonful. That's about all I can do as far as the pudding is concerned. Whew. Believe it or not, no more than I ate right there. I'm actually getting to the full side. I'm going to save the other half of this pudding and let my son try it. I think he'll like it. He's a big fan of like chocolate pudding. Well, mainly chocolate pudding. I think he'd eat a vanilla if that was all there was. But he's always been a fan of chocolate puddings ever since he was little. Alright, I'll set that back there for now. break out the moist towelette here. Let's see. Looks like it's a little bit discolored as well. I've been finding myself chewing a lot more gum here lately. Hard candy. Alright. Well, you know, 12 years old, it's still very, very wet and capable of cleaning my hands. And if I needed to clean my face with this, I could probably get one light face cleaning out of it, which would be nice. If you were out in the middle of the desert and had sand all in your face, this would be a great way to get yourself cleaned up. This is taking a Book of Eli bath right now. Wiping myself down with a wet wipe. Moist towelette. You guys ever watch that movie? The Book of Eli? I think it's a great movie. I think some of the points that they make and some of the things that they do in that movie are quite valid. Would be some of the issues that people would have with stinking and not having any soaps and stuff. But I mean, there'd be a whole lot of problems. Not having water, that's a crazy one too. Alright. Got these cookies I dug out today too. I don't know how long I've had these. Probably a while. And I think they're just like a cookie. I honestly don't know where they came from. The cookie collection. Alright, let's just see. Okay. Not exactly what I expected. Definitely lots of chocolate on the bottom of that. Oh, come on. That looks nothing like that. Look at the difference. Here we go. Packaging. Expectations versus reality. Expectations versus reality. No. This does not look like that. I mean, come on. Just, what, like, that's like a little tiny dollop in the middle. This is like, see, this shows the whole cookie being filled. Yeah, it's funny. Well, definitely tastes like generic caramel flavor. The cookie is very cheap and like powdery. It's crunchy, but it's like, I don't know. You can just tell it's not holding together like it should when you bite into it. I mean, they're not bad, but I wouldn't say they're good either. I guess it depends on how much they cost. That would be my deciding factor here. Like, if this pack was like, I don't know how many cookies are in there. I think there's only like 6, 2/4, 8 cookies in there. Does it say that on the pack somewhere? 6.17 ounce. Yep, 8 cookies. Jesus. 110 calories per cookie. I mean, if this pack was like $1 or $2, yeah. I mean, I could see paying $1 or $2 for this pack. And if you had a sweet tooth and was really craving caramel, this would probably hit the spot for you. But look, like, see how it's like the caramel's like granulated? You can see the like sugary bits to it. It's not like smooth caramel or caramel. Yeah. That would be my main complaint with these, probably, is the cheap caramel. And it's definitely the predominant flavor that comes through. Yeah. Lots of sugar coming through on the caramel. Jeez, look at that friggin' ingredients list. Well, first ingredient's chocolate. That's a good sign. Which is sugar, whole milk, cocoa powder, blah, blah, blah. Caramel filling is the next ingredient. Also, that's a good sign. And glucose fructose. Syrup. Glycerin, sweetened condensed milk, palm oil. Yep, everything they used to make caramelized sugar, pectin, whole milk powder. See, vegetable oil. And then down here we just have chocolate, which is weird to list that, but okay. Yep. I would not buy those again. I'm pretty sure I bought those at some point, and they ended up in like an old pile of stuff somehow, unopened. And when you overcook caramel, it starts to crystallize. I thought it was like also undercooked because it's like sugar, like granulized sugar. I could definitely be wrong about that, though. Does anybody think that that is going to prevent me from eating this? Just so you guys know, anytime you pick up a can and this little center area makes that noise, you probably shouldn't eat it. See this side? That's what it's supposed to be like. See this side? That's what it's not supposed to be like. Or protruding, obviously. There's a dent right here, which is a very bad sign because it's in the worst place. It's on the seam. Right on the seam. There's another dent on the seam. Yeah, those are just in a bad area, which is why I think the dents have caused this. I do not think that this can is compromised, because I know for a fact if this was compromised, this can would swell up. There's another dent right there. I mean, this thing's 3 years out of date by this point, almost. Number would be 3 years out of date. This is I mean, this could potentially be some dangerous Russian food. 338 grams. It's got some cool graphics on there, though. Let's be honest. Like, look at that. Is that the Kremlin or something? Is that what that is? I don't think so. Doesn't look like the Kremlin. That's just some castle. Look at that. That is cool. That is a cool looking can. I mean, if nothing else, it's just like a super cool collectible can. They sell these for like, I've seen them selling for like $20 a can. 10 and $20 a can on eBay. Like, no way. Like, buy a Russian ration, buy the whole ration for $30. You'll be waiting 3 months to get it, but still, you can buy a whole Russian military, an actual military ration, for $30 all day long. Russian rations are not expensive anymore, not like they used to be. And yes, you are definitely taking a risk every time you buy them of not getting them or getting them minus the mains. 100% you're taking that chance. But now I will say that a lot of them are selling through eBay, and if you go through eBay and you get your Russian rations and they're missing the mains, they'll refund you. They'll refund you if the seller won't, eBay will. It's just it takes 3 months, a solid 3 months, sometimes longer, especially with this COVID crap. I swear they're using that as a cop out to just be able to extend shipping times even longer, because they can. Yeah, well, I'm not going to comment on that. I've got some Russian friends that I like a lot, but the stuff that they're going through right now over there. I mean, I feel sorry for the everyday guy over there. Let's just and woman, man and woman over there, the everyday folk, the ones that are struggling, trying to make a living over there. It's tough. It's tough in Russia right now, and it's there's not a whole lot I can say. I think it's funny though that they were trying to blame Russia for Trump being president for all that time, and then had to come out and admit that they were just witch hunting and had absolutely, even with the best people that they could possibly come up with to dig into to everything, couldn't come up with nothing because he didn't do anything. He won fair and square, and Hillary should have taken her loss like a woman, took it on the chin, and instead of crying, oh, he cheated, because that's what happened. Like, ultimately, that's what happened. That's why all that went down. Let's be real about it. Let's be honest about it. That's what really happened. It's not what they're going to come out and say, but that whole collusion BS is exactly what it was, BS. And I think that by them doing that kind of crap, that they have turned more people to liking him that wouldn't have liked him, because they have literally tried to just witch hunt him down. And honestly, that's no way to be in this country right now. We should all be banding together, not fighting each other. There's one thing that we got to get taken care of right now. One thing. And that's to get rid of this virus. That's it. We can get rid of that, then we can go back to our lives as normal. And it's this one thing that we could have wiped out in, honestly, a few months if everybody just do it. It's not. I don't think it's that hard. I don't think it's that hard to keep your distance from other people. I've been doing it for years, not even trying. It's just Daniel. How was the how was the fajita? It has seen better days, dude. It was probably it probably wasn't that good to begin with, in my opinion. I'm judging on like the taste that I can think, like what it would have tasted like fresh. It is no longer fresh. It's seen better days. But I would say it's lost about half its flavor. The rice was disgusting. It had black olives in it, and that's not the only thing that made it bad. It tastes like crap. Uh, not my type of rice. It's just kind of overdone. Like, just they tried to do too much to that rice to make it into something that it shouldn't be, because rice is not supposed to be such a main flavor. I would say it's supposed to be more of a secondary. And honestly, the rice overpowered the chicken when I put it all together. So it's going to be interesting the next 3 months. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right. I think I don't know, man. I hate to talk about it because YouTube like hates when people talk about it, and they're trying to censor all that. If you guys haven't figured that out, that's what they're doing. Whether if you want to wake up and see it, admit it, whatever or not, and I guarantee you somebody will watch this live stream and I will get comments about this. That's fine. Bring them on. I'm not speaking anything except the truth right now, because it's just only the things that I'm saying are just obvious. It's not that I'm swaying one way or the other. That's not what I'm doing. It's just these things are obvious. I mean, yeah, there's nothing good I can say about our current climate, and it's yeah, the whole literally the country falling apart as it seems, with all the rioting and people being in denial and wanting to call those riots protests. No. When you set things on fire, when you break things, when you steal things, that is not a protest. That is a riot. When people get shot and killed and beat half to death, that is not a protest. That is no longer a peaceful protest. That is a riot. And all these people that want to claim otherwise, I mean, honestly, it just shows how ignorant people can be when they want to say that type of stuff. The people that actually do want to be peaceful protests need to separate themselves by a mile from the idiots that are out there doing that type of stuff. And if they don't, then they're just going to be grouped in with them because they're standing right next to them. Whether they ran in that shop and stole something or not, they still stood right there and watched it happen and let it happen. Like, and if the peaceful protesters outnumbered the rioters, then they shouldn't have let it happen. That's the way I look at it. I think any proud American would stand up for what's right in a situation like that, and there's been some proud Americans fall during this time that lost their lives over some bull crap. People just being greedy and wanting to take and take and take and take. To me, it doesn't make sense. Never will make sense because it does. It's not something that should make sense. It's chaos does not create anything good. Nothing good comes from chaos. So they can keep up the chaos, but nothing good's going to come from it. And then what really kills me about that whole thing, and I know I'm just kind of venting here, I'm just talking. This probably doesn't interest most of you guys, and honestly, I shouldn't even be talking about this stuff. I may have to take this live stream down because of it, but that's okay. But okay, so you had all of these people go out and protest and riot, like hundreds of thousands of people, and then they wonder why there was an outbreak over the next few weeks after that. After the, which is this, it's been going on for months, and they wonder why the numbers keep going up. Okay, idiots, stay away from each other and stay inside. If you'd have done that months ago, we could be over this thing already. The countries that were smart about it are done. Like they haven't had an outbreak in months. It just seems to me, it just seems so simple, and the solution seems so simple that I don't understand why people can't do it. I guess it's just they want to rebel. They want to do the, they want to, I don't know how to put this other than to say bad words. They just want to show the rear end and try to prove a point when there's no point to prove. I don't know. There's a lot of people that are not making a whole lot of sense to me anymore. That have, and another thing that bothers me about that is that those same people are influencers and social media influencers and celebrities and people that other people listen to and they take advice from. And I'm not here to give anyone any advice. I think if you have common sense, and if most of you guys do, I'm going to say, I have to say, I'll bet everybody in this chat right now has enough common sense to know what's right versus what's wrong. There's just, I guess everybody's just not like us. Like that, some people make really, really poor decisions, and it doesn't make sense to someone with common sense, if that makes any sense. It's kind of hard to put into words, but yeah, like there's social media influencers and celebrities right now that are idiots, flat out, complete and total idiots. I don't know. I've gotten myself worked up. Nothing really to get worked up over. It's just, I hate to see things the way they are because they don't need to be. They don't have to be this way. The United States should be an example for the rest of the world, and we have been for a long time. But we're losing that. We're losing the fact that we can lead by example. And if we're not going to lead by example, then we're going to fall by the wayside real quick. And there's other countries that are going to step up and take our place, if that hasn't happened already. And we're all, not all, but some of us, like me, I may be ignorant to the fact that it's already happened. Now that there's a few more people up in this chat, let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Let me go get rid of this. I'm gonna go get rid of this tray. Put this pudding in the refrigerator. All right, be right back, guys. Just make some room here. Sebastian, buddy, do you need to go outside? Huh? Go outside? Yeah, I'm starving to death. I'm starving to death for anything. Okay. But what I was going to say, now that there's a few more people in the chat, maybe some more people come through. But does anybody know who sent this? I cannot remember. I'll have to go back through live streams because this happened. This was a long time ago. This is before I would have even honestly considered doing this on a live stream. But why not? I don't see why not. Excuse me. I don't know who sent this. Wait a minute. Nope. MRE homemade chicken dumplings, Thai chili tuna. Came with a letter. I mean, this has honestly probably been a year and a half, maybe longer ago. This could have been 2 years ago for all I know. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, maybe I can. I can open it. Nope. Can't open it without ripping it. Never mind. Just want to try to open it. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, brown. Okay, it's like Pop-Tarts. Flameless ration heater. This is like Pace and Prego. This must be the chicken and dumplings. You can microwave this pouch. You get 2 packs of saltines here. Skyflakes. I don't know if I've ever seen these. Maybe they're not just regular saltines. They kind of look like saltines. I don't know what that is. Is that chocolate silk stuff? Jif? No, it is. Chocolate silk. I'm not sure what that is actually. Is it hazelnut? Nope. Peanut butter. Chocolate. Yeah, peanut butter and chocolate. So it's chocolate flavored peanut butter. We got the sun-kissed tuna there to go with the crackers. Yeah, it looks like a decent meal for $5. RC Cola and a moon pie. RC Cola and a moon pie. I'll tell you what, that would last. That would last you a long time. Now I've had moon pies before. How old were they? I think the oldest moon pie I probably had was probably 6 years old, maybe 7. But the thing was, I didn't store them very well. The box was open. It may have been loose, but the cookie got really hard, and that was really basically it. You could definitely still eat it. And as far as an RC Cola, you could that would last you, I don't know, maybe forever. If you stored an RC Cola in a cool, dry, dark place, I think like a soda, a Coca-Cola, a Pepsi, I think they could last, I think, virtually forever. I don't think that they could go bad. What does that say about that? A few things. It says it's, that's cool to long-term store. It also says that there's some pretty bad stuff in there. Now, when I say long-term store, like I probably wouldn't want to store Coca-Cola or RC Cola in plastic bottles for a long time. Now, you'd either have to have aluminum cans or glass bottles, one or the other. As far as long-term storage in a plastic bottle, things start to happen in plastic bottles. The plastic starts to break down into the whatever's inside, the cola or whatever you have, and that stuff's really, really bad for everyone. It's especially bad for men. But hang on, I'll show you guys something. I think it's right here. Yeah. So this is a good example. So for the TV show, we did. I don't think it made air. I don't think it made the show. I don't even think it made a webisode. So we did a Crystal Pepsi, or I did a Crystal Pepsi. I don't know if Josh did, but we did the old original versus new. And Matt, the showrunner, the producer, whatever, he bought like a whole case of these, which are the newer ones. These were the first run, I believe. I think they were 2016, I think. Like October 24th of 2016, I think. But I don't know if you can like see that bottle. See that? This Crystal Pepsi is completely flat. I tried a couple different ones of these that he had, and he gave one to everybody that was there that day. Uh, Everybody who was on set that day got to take home a Crystal Pepsi, and this is mine. This is the one I brought home, and I did keep it, and I'll just keep it. There's no point in me opening this because I've already had 2 from this batch, and I can tell you that it's completely flat. It's keeping a little bit of fizz there on top, and yes, it would. And actually, I don't think it does. I don't think it'd make any noise when I open that because it's literally sucked in. But that's what happens when plastic bottles. I have a whole case of this stored at someone else's house in a basement, in a cool, dry, dark basement. And mine doesn't look like this. It was cool. My buddy Starkey to put that case. He put it up for me at his house. I bought it whenever it was out. Because this is, I don't think they're going to do this ever again. They did this for like 3 different summers in a row, years in a row, and then I think they're done with it. Maybe 3 or 4 summers, I think it was. And LA Beast is a huge part of the reason why this stuff came back. He did a huge campaign, not just him, but some other people that were big on the Crystal Pepsi movement. They made special Crystal Pepsi bottles with LA Beast on it, like a piece of, I think it's like a picture of his face. So pretty cool that they could campaign to bring this back. And this is one thing that I definitely remember from my childhood, that I remember drinking Crystal Pepsi when it came out the first time, thinking it was the coolest thing to have a clear Pepsi. For whatever reason, I was fascinated by that. And I especially remember the spoof commercial on Saturday Night Live, which was Crystal Gravy. So it must have been around Thanksgiving time, maybe. But they had Crystal Gravy, and it was like this. If you guys remember the jars of gravy, which they probably still make them, but like brown gravy, it's real thick. And they did a Crystal Gravy on Saturday Night Live, and I don't know why I was fascinated by that, but there was like a song with it too that was I don't know, it was real catchy. So that was cool. Which I could probably pull that up. Let's see. Hang on. Nope, not gonna pull it up on there. Hang on. Alright. For any of you guys who've never seen it, Crystal Gravy. There it is. Hang on, I'll show you guys the thumbnail for it. Crystal Gravy. Pretty cool. Probably can't use the audio from it because this is... Although I actually know the guy who does the special effects at Saturday Night Live. It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Yes, it's been a while.
We're hungry for something different.
Yes. All right, I'm gonna get copyright claimed if I let that let that keep going. But yeah. G Schultz, I'll have to send you one of my Crystal Pepsis, man. I like I said, I got a whole case of bottles. I wasn't thinking. I guess I didn't realize that the plastic bottles were not going to store well, and I haven't seen my case of Crystal Pepsi in well over. It's probably been 2 years since I've seen it. So yeah, I need to check on those and see if they're still any good. Smokey's wonderful. Whoa, dude. Well, thanks for the super chat, CT. You didn't have to do that, man. CT's great, man. You guys got to check out CT's channel. I find myself checking out his videos quite often. So I don't always comment on everybody's videos, but but I watch a lot more than I comment on. Just because it's hard for me to keep up with comments anymore. I've got a lot of other stuff going on. I try to get through and wipe out a bunch of comments sometimes, but I don't always get around to doing it. And that doesn't mean I didn't read the comments either. It just means that sometimes it might be a really long comment or something, and it's hard to take the time to respond to that when I'm doing something else. Because usually I'm multitasking. If I'm doing that, I'm probably doing something else too. So my answers will probably be short and sweet. If I can, that's how I try to keep it. So yeah, I never had Crystal Pepsi or an RC Cola. Well, RC Cola is look. RC Cola is a unique flavor, just like Coca-Cola is a unique flavor and Pepsi is a unique flavor. They had me do I did the Pepsi challenge on the show with a 50 or 60-year-old Pepsi and a 50 or 60-year-old Coca-Cola, and I tried them both in their natural state, and then I tried them both after they'd been through a soda streamer thing to recarbonate them, and I tried them that way, and then I also tried new ones, and I think altogether I tried 6 or 8 different things. They did not tell me beforehand what I was going to be trying. I didn't know that they was going to be recarbonating it or anything, and I told them exactly what each one of them was. And I think because I got everything so dead on right that it was so unbelievable that they couldn't use it. That's what I think happened. I think it seemed I got everything dead on the money so accurately that if they would have used it, people would have thought it was fake. So yeah, it didn't make it. And I think the reason it didn't make it is because I got it all exactly right. I didn't know that they had used a soda streamer. I just knew that I could taste that it was an old Pepsi that was more carbonated than the other old Pepsi that I had. And same with the Coca-Cola. And then with the fresh ones as well. They had it was 8 different things that I had. I remember now. They had a previously opened Coca-Cola and Pepsi that they shook up, and they kept letting the carbonation off to make it flat. So I could tell the difference between the flat old pop and the flat new pop, and the recarbonated old pop and the fresh. The fresh pop was the fresh soda was so easy to tell what it was because it was perfectly fresh and it tasted great compared to everything else that I was trying, and I did it completely blindfolded. And you know what? I'm pretty proud of the fact that I could do that, and I thought that was a great way to show that I do have a pretty decent palate when it comes down to really trying to read my palate. I guess the blindfolded part really did it for me too, because honestly, I didn't think I was going to do that well with it. Just to throw that out there. Man, that apple cider. I've not been able to find anything like that. at our grocery store, the one that I frequent. But hang on one second. I think Kayla is the one who sent this to me. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she sent me this Alpine right here. Spiced apple cider. I'm pretty sure Kaylin, if she's still around, I don't know if she is, but I'm pretty sure she sent this to me. And then this is out of an MRE. I don't know. I think she maybe no. I think I kept this one out of an MRE. I saved it for my son because my son really likes these, and there's not much crap like that I save out of a ration for them, like that I specifically like. Yep, they really do like that. It's caffeine free. Why would there be caffeine in apple cider? I don't understand why there would be caffeine. Rich in vitamin C, 80 calories, just add water. Does this have caffeine? I don't see caffeine listed anywhere. I don't understand why it says caffeine free. Why would apple cider? Why would you even have to say that? Like, I just don't think... I don't think of apple cider having caffeine in it. Unless it's because this is military and... like, they're missing the caffeine drink. Because there's no coffee if you have the apple cider usually. So... you're not getting any caffeine in whatever meal that is. Just like this meal right here. Unless it would have had the caffeine pudding, which is possible. I don't know that for sure. I'd have to go back and check. G. Schultz says, my daughter loves that stuff, the Alpine cider. Yeah. All this here, I've never seen this for sale anywhere. I don't know where I'd get it at. And the only reason I haven't drank this one, I just found these again the other day. I put them up for my son, and I put them up in the kitchen in a basket. And, like, you couldn't see them because they were laid in the bottom of the basket like that, on the bottom. And it had, I don't know, whatever I set on top of it or something at some point. And then, for some reason, I got in that basket and got these, saw these and pulled them out. Like the day before yesterday. So these will be getting drank in the next couple of days because I found them. And yeah, the spiced apple cider, it's going to be good. I had some of the fruit soup that Trucker sent me too. The strawberry fruit soup that he sent. Man, I got a bunch of extras sitting around here. This is the stuff. This is drink mixes and stuff that Karsten sent. I can't remember what all he sent. Come on. Okay. Grapefruit. That's out of a German. That's out of a British grapefruit. I like the grapefruit, so that's probably why he sent these along. There's 4 of those. Then a couple coffees. 2-in-1s. So probably just cream and coffee, right? 2-in-1? What the heck is 2-in-1? I'm not going to be able to read this unless there's English on it. Well, it definitely has coffee in it. Okay. Anybody German in the chat right now? What is this? Is it just coffee and cream? Maryland? Okay, so that's just coffee and cream then? No sugar, huh? Oh, I got a really, really hateful comment the other day. Somebody was just being a total... How can I... yeah, they were making a total butt out of themselves because they were just being super like crappy and mean, and it was another damn American doesn't know how to make coffee, just wasting the coffee. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Check this out. Yes, there are coffee purists and there are tea purists, just like there are wine purists or wine connoisseurs and coffee connoisseurs. But everybody's palate's not the same. If you prefer sugar in your coffee or just cream in your coffee or cream and sugar in your, who cares? Like, I don't care how you drink your coffee. I don't care if you like coffee. If you don't like coffee, you don't like coffee. So one thing I could complain about as far as like food reviewers and things like that go. There, one guy in particular that I've watched a few times, who just does like typical fast food reviews of just typical fast food, right? If you're going to do a review of a new burger at Burger King or McDonald's or whatever it may be, you should order that burger the way it comes, so people know what it comes with. Like, so you're not giving, like, so you're not showing, and you, when you get it, you don't just start ripping the ingredients off. Like, oh, you know, I don't eat pickles, and you toss them. Oh, I don't eat onions. Nope. I don't eat lettuce either. Nope. And like, what do you end up with? Like, it's not how it was intended. So, if you want to do that, have one regular the way it comes, and then have one the way you want it. Like, just, you know, have them both. Have the one to taste the way it comes, and then you can have your own burger the way you want it. If you're going to be a food reviewer, I feel like that's the way it should go. Of course, pizzas, like, there's certain pizzas that they put together that if you're going to review that stuff. So yeah, there's certain things, man, I think that if you're a food reviewer that you're kind of obligated to do. But whenever, well, I don't have a, nope. But if your accessory packet comes with cream and sugar, then you can use cream and sugar. Like, that's just, it came with it. So therefore, if you want to be technical about it, it was intended to be used with it. They actually factored that into the calories and into the makeup of the ration when they put the whole thing together at Natick. Like, that every single calorie and every single morsel of that sugar was factored in, you know, perfectly. So, yeah, that one person in particular, the other day, I didn't respond. Yeah, maybe I did. I don't know. If I did, I wasn't nice about it because it ticked me off when I read it. Just because, like I said, in my opinion, this is just my opinion though. You get a coffee like this in a ration. And, okay, I'll give you a good for instance. The Latvian rations. The Latvian rations come with 4 coffees. 4 Nescafe coffees, you know, about this size, right? They come with 4 of them. They don't come with any sugar. They don't come with any creamer. You're intended to have black coffee with that ration. That's how they give it to you. I don't know if maybe they have creamer on hand or they keep sugar on hand or something like that. I doubt it. So yes, in that instance, I think that you should just drink the black coffee. But if it comes with a way to spice it up, then I think that's a perfectly viable option. And again, though, that's just a personal preference. And yes, you're not going to taste all the tannins. You're not going to taste all the bitterness. You're not going to taste all the complexity of whatever instant. We're talking about an instant coffee now. An instant coffee. We're not even talking about some exotic crushed and brewed beans or anything like that. It's a freaking instant coffee that came out of a ration. Like, it was never intended to be gourmet. You know, that none of this stuff is gourmet. Some of it is better than others. I think a lot of these meals that they put together nowadays are actually good, solid, all around tasty meals. And I could compliment them quite a bit with each meal that I have. You know, you should be hungry when you eat these meals. And I think I could definitely compliment them on what they've done with the food that these guys have to eat. The military that they're handing these guys, that they have to consume this stuff or they go hungry. And they don't want you to go hungry. They want you to be able to eat that entire meal. And I think they've made it a lot easier to consume a whole meal versus where they started at years and years ago. So you know, you got to give them props. But I went from the coffee to giving them props on the whole meals. I don't know why I was thinking there was just like a different type of drink mix in here. I'm going to guess that that's mango, just by looking at it. No English. It says you can make a milkshake out of these, though. Also a yogurt dessert with them as well. I want to try that because, Trucker, you sent me like, is this strawberry or is this raspberry? Anyway, you sent me like, I think you sent me 4. One of them was busted open. I ate that one, and I ate another one. And I put it in the fridge and let it get cold and thicken up. Oh, so that one's strawberry too. Okay, but yeah, I think I might want to try making like the yogurt dessert. Sounds good. I don't know about it in a milkshake though, guys. I don't know. I mean, could it thicken a milkshake up? Sure, but I don't know that it would thicken it up in the way that I would want it thickened up, as far as a milkshake goes. As some may know, coffee has always been an issue for me in my reviews because I don't drink coffee. In the early days, I just skipped it, but after many complaints, I started to include it. Yeah, no doubt, G. Schultz. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Yep, yeah. Well, enough people complain that it's like, I'll just do it. Yeah, I'll use I'll do the flameless ration heater. I'll do it exactly how it's intended to be eaten, or could possibly be eaten in the field, and it's intended to be every single thing to be used, so I'll use it all. But that brings me back again to the cream and sugar. Everything's intended to be used. Now, I will not dump the salt on a meal that doesn't need salt. That is there for your discretion. They do not expect you to eat that salt with everything. That is not, they put that there as an option. And that's the same way with the cream and sugar. It is an option. You don't have to have it, but that's one thing that they actually count on you having because there's calories included in that cream and sugar. But as far as like the salt goes, trust me that they put enough salt in everything else that they don't expect you to consume the salt out of every meal. But I'll tell you right now, they would prefer you did. They would prefer that you consumed every single thing that they include in that ration. Period. End of story. They want you to consume it all. Something else I want to do is underneath my table, right here. Like, whoops. Right over here, like from here over. And this table's about 3 foot tall, I would say, roughly. Yeah, 2.5, 3 foot tall. Underneath this whole table over here, I've been stuffing MREs and rations underneath here for 3 years, probably. I don't know, a long time. The last thing I was able to put underneath here, which is like right here, was a box that the production company sent me for Christmas, which was a popcorn maker and popcorn. And it's like, sit down and enjoy your favorite Sharp Entertainment TV shows.
like 90 Day Fiance. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And it's still sitting right there underneath my table in the box with the Christmas card that they sent me. So I have not gotten any use out of that. Will I use it one day? Maybe. I will keep it just because, like, when else am I going to get something from a production company like that? Probably never. It was cool to get something like that, I felt like. But yeah, it's still sitting there. And what else is underneath there? I've got like a old Polish ration underneath there that's busted. An old Latvian ration underneath there. The box with the extras from like an old Dutch ration that I did like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that. I made a video on YouTube about it. It's been a long time ago. Yeah, is history? I'll bet History Savior's probably still not in the chat. If he was, I would. I was going to indulge in something tonight that he sent. Make some popcorn next live stream. Maybe I could do that. I could pull it out from underneath there and plug it in, and it's kind of big. It's kind of like a great big machine. But yeah, that could be cool. Maybe. I think I probably need to throw some butter in the. I don't know how that machine works, to be quite honest. I just know that they sent like a bag of popcorn kernels, and I've popped popcorn on the stove years ago, and I just bought a couple of like those pans of the popcorn that you like put on a burner and you like shake around like this and rub it on the burner. I remember popping those when I was a kid and like just absolutely loving the way it tasted, like the whole process of making it, and you know, like you get done and you sit down and you rip that aluminum foil open on the top, or it's probably already busted open a little bit on top anyways. I think that's how you knew it was done. But then you kind of rip it open and like it makes its own bowl and you put a little salt and butter on there. It's like, ah, yeah. Use oil, okay, JW. I will use oil. I think I will probably. Why not? Like I'll pull that thing out from underneath there and show you guys. Why not? I don't see why not. We may as well use the thing. Wow, I haven't popped Jiffy Pop since 1980. I just, like I said, I just bought some of those. I don't know if it's still called Jiffy Pop. I can't remember. Picked them up at Walmart. I want to show my kids, like, the way I used to eat popcorn. We used to have popcorn like that all the time whenever I was a kid. I don't know if it was just cheaper than microwave popcorn back then or what. Because it seems like we had a microwave whenever I was... we probably didn't have a microwave till I was probably... I was probably between 7 and 10 years old before we got a microwave. So, yeah, maybe that's probably why. That's probably why we had the Jiffy Pop stuff. But generally, just the experience more than the popcorn itself. Yeah, it does have a unique flavor to it, if my memory serves me correctly. I don't know what it is about popping that popcorn on a burner and like that, the sound that you get like rubbing it around on top. Like we used to have the burners that, like, now we have a glass top. It's not going to be the same. But always growing up, we always had like, there was an actual burner there, and it'd make like that rattling noise whenever you'd rattle it around on top of the stove top, and it would just that nostalgic. Right now, talking about it, just like I can almost smell it, that nostalgic smell, and that of course the flavor of it, and just it was cool. Yeah, you could take it camping. Yeah. Oh, you took some camping. It sounds like. James, it was cheap and easy. Yeah, that's another reason why we had it, because it was cheap, I'm sure. 36. We didn't have a microwave till I was 15. Maybe I was more like 10, and I'm 30. I'm not going to tell you how old I am. 30 something. Old enough. Popcorn's fun out camping. About the only time I don't use a microwave to make it. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, or you stick some oil in the pot with the kernels and a lid on it. Yeah, that it's been a while since I popped it that way. We used to do that too. You know, we'd just have the loose bag of popcorn, and we'd pop it in like a. Oh crap! Oh, my camera's gonna die. There we go. But yeah, we used to pop it that way too. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I think I'm going to probably have an old beer next week. I think I've been putting it off. Honestly, I've only got like one or two that I'm willing to donate to the stream. Outside of the other ones, I want to make an actual video with, especially the Christmas ones that I have that gabeRILLA sent me. Gabe linked to his channel right in the top of the description. He's been pumping out videos lately. Let's see what his latest videos are here real quick. That was funny, Marilyn. We haven't had a microwave since we moved into our little apartment 8 years ago. I miss being able to just throw a bag of popcorn in the microwave. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I couldn't imagine not having a microwave, G. Schultz. The microwave that we have right now is 20. It's at least 20 years old. We got it brand new. Yeah. 20-year-old microwave, and we've had it since it was brand new. And my old lady got it for like probably a housewarming gift or something when we moved into our first apartment. Let's see here. Let me look up old Gabe. gabeRILLA 1980. Nope. 1998? I can't remember. He's changed his name recently. Oh, no. 1992? No, maybe 92. Let's try 92. Well, hang on. I think he just put it here. Okay, never mind. I found it. Here we go. Gabe's channel, right here. Old versus new. Bud Heavy. 1999. Oh, that looks good. 1999? You're calling it Bud Heavy? Just regular Budweiser? I guess Gabe's probably not in the chat right now, but I can't tell which one's old and which one's new. I wonder if that's the old one. I skipped ahead.
Alright. Yeah, there's a yellowish tint. There's a yellowy tint to the old. Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to see Gabe go through some old alcohols, and then like here, eating a 19-year-old slushy mix, that's pretty cool.
What's it smell different?
Oh yeah, and then he ate some bugs. Like, we got to get him more views on this. Like, he really went in hard on this one. Like, look at that. No, never mind.
I realize this is a lengthy video, but it's kind of neat. My name is Gabe.
What the heck? That was the beginning of it. But he eats some really huge bugs. And then he also... let me see here. He makes a bowl of cereal out of the bugs. Well, he makes a bowl of bugs out of the bugs with milk.
They're honestly better with the milk.
Milk makes everything better, by the way. I've eaten cereal from 1947. I ate it dry and it was really rough, and I added milk to it, and it actually tasted okay with milk. I mean, so milk definitely helps things out. This is a cool one too. I just watched this one the other day. Drinking a 2005 Jones Soda Dessert Pack. Pretty cool. What was before that? I haven't watched any before that, I don't think. Oh, this a holiday pack, which I think these are just like regular. The holiday pack is just regular ones. The Madison, Wisconsin protest. Oh, cool. Looks like he's got a World's Fair beer right there. Oh, yeah, he's got a... It is.
This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
And this video stayed monetized. Good for him.
Alright, guys. It's day 2 of going to Madison. The riot last night, honestly.
I don't know. You guys should check it out. I got to check this out myself. So, yeah. I just wanted to see what beer he was drinking here. Oh, here we go. I had one of these. He sent me one of these.
Beer thing. You drink this 1971 beer? Try to guerrilla do this so the cops don't walk up and say I'm in public. And or people. Let's pop it. Oh my god. I would say this is pretty carbonated. Tastes okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the same one. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see here. Let's see if I have a can right here. That's. I've kept my old cans, by the way. I think these are cool badges of honor. Get cat. Boom. There it is.
Carbonation was surprising.
Well, crap. Oh. All aluminum can. That's why it wasn't too bad, Gabe. If you ever rewatch this, you probably won't. But see, here's why I got these two confused. They look a lot alike, and they were both full aluminum cans. This is a pull tab. This is not. It's a pop up. Yeah. These two beers confused me. The World's Fair beer was cool, though. A lot of cool history along with that one. Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Old French Canadian. Yeah, this can is like... This weighs like probably 4 times as much as the aluminum can. This can almost like feels full compared to this aluminum, one of the aluminum cans. But I think that turned out really good by opening the bottom. That's going to be the continued process for me on those. Wish I would have done that with this one, but I didn't. Yeah, I did wash it out, but this one was pretty damaged. Yeah, I can't. I can't blow those dents out of it. Nope, they're not coming out. Anyways, I'm saving my cans there. I've got those ones. I've got some other ones that I've drank up here. I've got a couple. Got a couple in my car, which is not a good place for them because could you imagine getting an open container for a 40-year-old beer? They'd have to understand that it's just a collectible, right? Maybe. I mean, I guess they could be, you know, I don't know, weird about it. Delivered a tank of what to Fort Knox? Delivered a tank of beer? G. Schultz, you were stationed at Fort Knox. Private Zamora. I got 2 cases of civvy, meatballs, marinara, chicken, noodle, and a brown bag ham and cheese omelet. I will tell you, you better be careful with that ham and cheese omelet. Civilian meatballs and chicken and noodles. Okay. You want to get stationed in Kentucky, but if not, you want to go to Alaska? Okay. Do you ever run into military beers or even just cans? I have not seen anything but a couple empty cans. Other than I see the World War II era German bottles all the time. Like, they must have mass produced the crap out of those German World War II beer bottles, because they rationed them beer every day. They kept their beer bottles and refilled them. Bob Rossford's from Alaska. Okay. How can you be careful? Yeah, don't eat it. I'll never tell anybody to eat an old ration. Sorry, it's not going to happen. The way I would suggest you to be careful would be to just not eat it. Put it on your shelf as a collectible. That's what I would suggest. That's my instructions. Because look, me and a few other people that I know, like, we have done a lot of this trial and error and gained a lot of experience through, and it's just stuff that we can just tell by looking at it or smelling it, or, of course, tasting it, and not going any further. And, like, sometimes you taste something you can't even swallow it. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. So, yeah, I can't suggest anybody eat old food. I'd never tell anybody to eat old food. It's something that I choose to do for my own amusement and other people's as well, but mainly my own. If I didn't enjoy doing this, I wouldn't do it. Even like the old cheese, like, I enjoy seeing the differences in old cheeses. They taste horrible. I've had some really bad ones, but I enjoy seeing the different changes that some of them go through. Like, I never expected that 08 to be curdled like that, and it smelled like it was 35 years old. But it's just an experience. I could chalk that up as another one, and I'll probably reference that at some point later as, something that I come back to experience-wise. So, yeah, my advice definitely on that is to not do it. Pretty simple. Honestly, like, if you can't help but open it, I would say cool, open it, because everybody likes to see what's inside. Open it, check out what's inside, keep it as a cool display piece. Then you got that. You got a cool MRE that you can show people, like, what it actually looked like on the inside back then. But outside of that, like, I wouldn't tell you to eat anything. Let's see what this crush. See what this is like. It's definitely got a nice tint to it. I would call it a brown tint. Oh my gosh. Well, it's very hard. No weird flavors though. Kind of surprised. I was totally expecting it to taste like that seasonal crap, because that stuff had obviously seeped into that inner bag at some point. But yeah, my main complaint with the gum is it's falling apart. It's not keeping its gum consistency. It's more of a, it's turning to, I don't know how to describe it other than like it's gummy, but it's falling apart into like a 1,000 little hard pieces. And within a couple minutes, I'm going to end up swallowing it all anyways. Look, see that? That's what it's turning into right there. Like hundreds and whatever, maybe thousands of these little tiny like balls. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it's actually horrible. It's the epitome of outdated gum. And it's sad that they went to this type of gum from the standard classic Chiclets gum that used to be made with real gum paste. I wish they would go back to something like that. It's way better for you, but now it's got to be got to have some xylitol in it or something like that. And the fact that Canada did away with the gum, I think, is awful. Those little breath mint, the little Tic Tacs don't do anything for you. I mean, what are they going to help your breath for like 2 minutes and then they're gone? Like that? No. You need that gum to like clean your teeth out and freshen your breath and keep your mouth occupied for an hour or two. You know what I mean? Alright, this has been a super long stream. I'm probably going to have to take this one down. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'll leave it up for a couple days, but this one can't stay up. Yeah, I've done way too much crap talking on this one, because look, you guys realize that I didn't get political, right? Like would anybody in the chat claim that I got political on this? But that is how people will see it. That is how YouTube will frame it. And it's just impossible to do that and not have like a barrage of hate and horrible comments and just crap that I don't want to hear. Another reason I gotta feed my dogs. I forgot to feed the dogs before I done this. Usually they're always fed by 9 o'clock, and here it is 11:19 and they're still not fed, so I know that they're super hungry. So I'm going to feed them. And yeah, too controversial. I agree, man. I know. Yeah, I definitely probably, yeah, I got personal, and I don't mind doing that. It's just people are too sensitive. Everybody takes everything too seriously. And that's the problem. People can't have a conversation. They have to be right. And they have, I'm willing to listen to anybody on anything just about. I won't say anything, because if I said anything, that would be, my morals won't allow it. There are a few things that I find morally wrong that I can't discuss. I can't discuss them with anybody, because I don't know. I guess I just can't hear it, because it's just there's no right way. There's no way to make it right. There's no way. There's only a couple things that I would say in today's world that I'm referencing right now. And yes, I am, again, this is getting way too deep for a live stream, for anything on YouTube, to be quite honest. Um, but yes, there are a few things that I can't bend my morals to even listen to. Now, I will listen to just about, mainly, just like 90, I'll say 99% of anything. But there are a couple things that if you brought them up, the topics up, I couldn't or wouldn't. I would just choose not to get in that conversation. But as far as that goes, like I can have a conversation on just about anything. And that's what we're lacking, in my opinion. Nowadays, we're lacking people that are able to carry a conversation without getting upset or only being able to look at it from one point of view. And it's really hard sometimes to look at it from someone else's point of view because common sense is lacking in today's world. And when someone is, or you think they are, wrong or blatantly wrong, it's hard to look at it from their position. But that's where I have to try to look at it from where they're coming from and try to understand why they have that outlook and why they think that way. Because if they can legitimize it, then obviously there's a reason. But if they can't come up with an argument or a conversation that legitimizes what they're thinking, then they're just saying it just to be controversial. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people out there that say and do these things just so they can have that opposite shock value type of opinion. You know, like there are plenty of people out there that just want to draw the attention. They want attention. I've never been the type of person that like goes out looking for attention or whatever. Like it's just never been how I am. So when I see people that are that way, I don't understand them quite as well as, you know, some other people would. So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to relate to those people, but I do try. And it's just it's one of those things, I guess. Everybody's different. The world's different. And some of the views and outlooks to people I won't agree with, but I still want to hear what they got to say, and I definitely would like to have a conversation. I don't want to get upset about anything on either side, and just have a conversation. That's seriously what we're lacking nowadays is the ability to have a conversation and to listen to each other, one way or the other, to each other's side. I think everybody thinks everything's one-sided anymore. It shouldn't be that way. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to change too many. Well, maybe if I'm lucky, somebody will listen to this, and maybe it'll open their mind a little bit. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I can't claim that I'm going to make any type of difference just by saying just with words, right? So I don't even know how many actions are making differences nowadays. That's another thing too. It's like people look at a situation and they say, yeah, I disagree with that, or that's awful, but what am I going to do about it? What can I do? What's my say-so, or what's my... It doesn't matter what I do. And that's the problem. Everybody thinks that way. And that's exactly it. If everybody didn't think that way and everybody worked together, then those problems would start to get solved. It's just it's just so much easier to look the other way and to just to literally say that. Well, what's my opinion going to say? What I say doesn't mean anything, so who cares? That's what you get when everybody thinks that way. You know, things start to fall apart. You got to be you got to stand your ground on your morals, and there's a pretty simple right and wrong, in my opinion. Yeah, well, I definitely went too far on this one. I can feel it. I don't care though. I think I don't know. It's kind of liberating to just say it, to get it out there, I guess. I won't go into specifics, I guess, is where I'm avoiding specifics. That's a good thing, at least. Yeah. Toes in the sand, huh? So, but before I leave, Miss Sunshine, how are you doing with the virus now? By the way, I want to read this chat before I do my log out week of the live stream. Good night, readiness reviews. I'll be on the Cape next weekend, Sunshine. Have fun and stay safe, Rachel. When I retire, I keep my helmet, right? Yes. The more you do, that is yours. Hopefully, I'm recovered enough for Cape Cod. Well, I would say, getting away from all the doctors and crap's going to do you well. That's what I would say. Do you have one for a backup? Johnny says, how's it, brother? Out of here, CT. See you later, dude. Alright, guys. Thanks, everybody who was kind enough to send in a super chat on this live stream. I will go through those quickly. We had CT Dub C, History Savior 1941. All those guys have YouTube channels. History Savior 1941 again. RC Gusto, another guy with a YouTube channel. And Miss Sunshine, I'm into pain. And Dan in Australia, Cyanide Cookies with his morning. What would be Monday morning for Dan in Australia. So, thank all you guys for the super chats, and thanks to my patrons. Got a couple new patrons over there. Thank you guys for coming over there. And I had a couple patrons leave over there. I would like for you guys to, you should be able to log back into your Patreon because I sent you guys messages, so it should still be up there. And a couple of you guys were around for a good while. Regardless of whether it was $1, $2, or $5, doesn't matter. Everybody over there that goes to my Patreon, I plan on sending you guys something at some point. And those ones right there, along with a couple others that have been around for a long time, if I haven't sent something already, I'm working on doing that. So check your messages over there, the folks that might have just taken off, and get with me. And yeah, all right, guys. Well, that's where I'm going to sign off at this week. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me on this, happened to be Sunday. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Later.